Hello, 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 friends. Thank you for joining us for today's vegan cooking class. My name is Tony Brown, and today I'm going to bring you some homemade vegan biscuits. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees. Then let's get started. All right, in my bowl, I have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And to that, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 tablespoon of sugar. And what the sugar does is it helps to activate the yeast that I'll be adding in next. And then 1 teaspoon of fast-acting yeast. And then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of sea salt. And go ahead and whisk all of these ingredients together until they are all well incorporated. And the next thing I am going to add is 1/2 cup of vegan butter. And I've already measured it out here. I used the Mayoko's vegan butter. And I'm doing unsalted. There's already salt in the flour mixture. So make sure you get unsalted. And then I'm also adding in 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. And I just used the Crisco brand, but I'm sure any brand will work fine. Right. And now I'm going to take my little pastry blender here, and I'm going to cut in the shortening and the butter into the flour. And you just simply mash down. You can get this from any store that sells cooking items, be it Bath & Beyond. Walmart may have one. If you can't find one, then you can do it with 2 knives or do it with a fork. And occasionally I have to stop and scrape off the butter and the shortening that has accumulated in the creases here and on the sides. Just scrape that out and keep going until your mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Get you a good arm workout with this. So you see how crummy that looks? Hopefully it's showing well on the camera. Now you're going to make a little well in the center. So that just means push everything to the side until you have a little opening or well in the center. And then I'm going to add some oat milk. I'm going to start with 1 cup, but I'm going to have to increase it. So if you're taking notes, 1 cup or another 1/4 cup if you need it. And you'll be able to tell by how dry or wet the dough is looking, okay? So I'm going to start here with 1 cup of oat milk. Pour that in the center there, and then start stirring. Get everything nice and combined. Based on the way it's coming together, I think it needs a little more milk, so I'm going to add another 1/4 cup. And hopefully that will be it, but if not, I'll tell you if I'm needing to add more. So far, that's 1 1/4 cup of milk. You're definitely going to get your arm workout here. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Once everything starts holding together like that, I'm ready to turn it out on a floured surface and knead it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of flour on my surface here. And then I'm going to turn my dough out on that floured surface. And then just a little sprinkling on top of that. Also go ahead and get some on your hands. And then just begin to gently knead it. And you just slight little push there. Over, push. Not too aggressive, because you will make a tough dough if you over knead it. All right. Slight little push. And I think I did that maybe 4 or 5 times. I don't know, I wasn't counting. But do it about 4 or 5 times. And then I'm going to roll this out to about 1.5 inches thick. Also go ahead and put a little flour on your rolling pin. And what that does is it helps it to not stick, okay? So gently roll it out. Again, not too aggressive. You don't want a tough biscuit. And if you overhandle your dough or handle it rough, you will get a tough biscuit. All right. And now I have a little tiny biscuit cutter here. You can also use a glass like your grandma used to do. I know my grandma used to do that. She would open the cabinet, pull out a glass, and start cutting those biscuits. We done got a little fancy now. So I have me a little biscuit cutter. And as you notice, I'm putting that biscuit cutter in a little bit of flour too, just so it doesn't stick a lot when I cut out my biscuits, okay? So I'm dipping that in, cutting my biscuit. Once you cut out enough, you want to go ahead and pick up the scraps and repeat the process. Again, don't handle it too much. Just enough to get those scraps together. Roll it out again. And you continue that process until you cut out all of your biscuits. All right, so this stone pan that I got from Pampered Chef, I love, love, love to make my biscuits on this pan. I don't know why, but I do. I'm going to go ahead and spray this pan lightly with some Pam spray. You can also brush it with a little vegetable oil or some melted vegan butter, whichever you want to do. I'm going to spray it lightly with some Pam spray. And then I'm just going to go ahead and load my biscuits up here. May not be able to get them all on here, I don't know. I'm going to have to use another pan. But the biscuits rise better when you let them touch. And I'll show you on the pan here if you can't see. And I like little bitty biscuits. That's why my biscuit cutter is small, but you can make them as big or as little as you want. So you see how I have them slightly touching each other? If they slightly touch each other, they rise better in the oven, okay? So you should have already had your oven preheating to 450 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in for 10 to 14 minutes or until they're golden brown, and then I'll show you the finished product, okay? All right, biscuits are done. I'm just brushing a little melted vegan butter across them. They look so yummy. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also share it with your friends. These biscuits are heavenly, y'all. The best vegan biscuit I've tasted. And look at how they rose. Yum, 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 yum. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a try and let me know what you think. Bon appetit.